would you book me a trip?
This DRB turf, asshole. Don't try it.
How am I even gonna get out of there?
Don't worry, baby. I'll come to get you.
You crazy? They ain't just gonna let you go through the front door.
There's a way in on the 4th floor of the building next door. Or if you can get away, meet me in the sewers.
What you say? I ain't crawling through no sewers on account of your bullshit.
Yes. May I help you?
Actually, I've been told by a mutual acquaintance that it might be the other way around.
Were you followed?
I'm a professional. I know how things work. So if we can just skip Cloak and Dagger 101.
Well, you certainly look the part. Now let's see how well you can play it.
So what is it you need?
Straight to business, a rare quality these days. Tell me, are you familiar with local gangs?
More than enough to get by.
Perfect. Now, I warn you, this is not the cleanest of work, but your efforts will be well compensated. An associate of mine will leave a package for you in an alley on Grand River Road. You will retrieve this package and then use it to deal with a problem of mine. Permanently.
Who's the target?
Someone who won't be missed, I assure you. A ganger that goes by the name Double T. Hangs around in an apartment near Earl's Court. It's not likely that he'll be alone. Just as it's not likely the people keeping him company will be of the pleasant sort. You can't miss him. He's got prominent and rather tasteless augmentations to his face and arms.
You're telling me you went through all this trouble to hire me, just so I can eliminate a banger?
That would be a tad overkill, I admit. No, eliminating the target with the weapon provided to you is only the first part of your assignment. Once you've dealt with Double T, I need you to sneak into Derelict Row and plant the murder weapon among the baller's weapon stash. Unnoticed.
Kill a member of the Motor City Bangers, then plant the murder weapon in the rival gang's weapon stash. You're trying to start a war.
Hopefully.
You don't sound like a cop.
You, on the other hand, are starting to sound exactly like one. I strongly suggest you simply get on with the program.
I don't understand what you're getting out of this. It sounds to me like you're just the middleman for someone else.
You think too much, my friend. This could prove to be a source of great personal discomfort for you in the near future.
So what's the plan? You make a call and rat one of the bangers out, then the DRBs retaliate and so on and so forth until they wipe themselves out?
Pretty much.
What about innocent casualties? These thugs aren't exactly expert marksmen, and it's pretty hard to aim from the window of a moving car. What could be worth such a risk?
I won't discuss my motives with you. I hired you to do a job. Just do it.
I can get inside Derelict Row, but where can I find their weapon stash?
Look for an old concrete structure that is boarded up and condemned. I believe they stock their supplies right underneath it.
I need a more precise location on the target.
There's a small back alley known to the locals as Earl's Court. You can access Double T's building using the fire escape. He's in one of the apartments on the 4th floor.
So what is it I'm picking up and where is it exactly?
There's a rather luxurious apartment complex on Grand River Road. In front of it, on the other side of the street, you'll see a door that leads to a maintenance corridor. In the first corner of that corridor, you will find a crossbow hidden amongst the trash and debris. Use it to kill Double T.
I guess that's it for now.
first nuts have got the right idea. Might be the only way to get the governments off their asses and do something.
What's the deal, baby? Need something?
I hope you ain't here looking for trouble, my friend. That would be a mistake.
Whatever happens, my man.
What's your pleasure, friend? Always a pleasure.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Soldiers roaming the streets. Utah is the reason FEMA could drop you in a concentration camp anytime they feel like? Have you so quickly forgotten they did this in the Cold War to protect you from the commies? Then after 9/11 to protect your ass from that phantasm, Bin Laden. Remember that guy? So...
Access granted.
The topic du jour is separatist terrorists. Listen, I have no love for the secession, but let's raise some real tangible truth here, followers. This is not about the separatist movement. Give me a break.
Access granted. Access granted.
I have no love for the secession, but let's raise some real tangible truth here, followers. This is not about the separatist movement. Give me a break. California is the reason we have augmented super soldiers roaming the streets. Utah is the reason
You want to buy or sell something? It's all on the computer. What do you want?
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really? Okay, I give you the egghead discount. Done.
Access granted.
Back again to Detroit. where a handful of people were taken into custody this evening.
Listen, don't scream and start bitching about
This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement. The pro-human organization had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the legal rally prematurely. All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just blown through the roof, thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity author and founder of the anti-augmentation organization, Humanity Front. Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks
An extremely regrettable affair.
Access
I'd
granted.
very much like to meet with David Seraph in person, to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front. My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostage takers. Now, that being said, I do hope the UN takes a concentrated look at what happened here.
Mr. Taggart went on to express his sincere desire to stand in front of the General Assembly with David Seraph, united in their cause to find a common.
Access granted.
Should that day ever come to pass, one cannot help but wonder if billionaire Hugh Darrow demanded.
They want you to say, whoa, this Og versus Nax shit is getting out of
So
control.
far, Mr.
Don't you
Darrow
think, Ambassador?
repeated
Don't you
requests
think
for an
we should do
interview.
something about this, Mr.
This
Secretary
is
General?
Eliza Consent.
This is what I got.
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really? Okay, I give you the egghead discount. Done.
Access granted.
Take a look.
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really? Okay, I give you the egghead discount. Okay, that's it.
Them D-Row cats is gonna get popped if they keep trying to tag over my shit.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Got me a Hurricane TMP-18 from Syrah.
That's sick shit, man. I didn't know Surratt carried those.
Double T cut him a break on his rent, so we brought some in just for us. Turns out apartments in this dump ain't exactly cheap. That's far enough. Leave quietly and you won't get hurt.
don't know about
You don't want to
this.
get no
Breaking into
closer
the
on.
cop shop.
Double T says we don't got no
You ain't
choice.
making it
We wanna
easy.
face down the ballers. We need the same firepower they got.
Why, he really thinks the Popo's feeding them weapons? That's just fucked, man.
Popos, feds.
I ain't gonna say it again.
Are you in on this or not?
Well, I guess we could get in from the sewers, but still, breaking into a cop shop?
Peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally.
Get out of here, Og! You got no business here! Shit, lost him. Fuck. Better stay on. Keep out of this, Hansa! Get lost! Run, you bastard! That.
Regardless, several violent skirmishes did break out, but no serious injuries were reported. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just flown through the roof. Thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity. Tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart calls the attack
An extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph in person.
Access granted.
Who is it? You gonna stay out there, asshole?
So far, Mr. Darrow has refused our repeated requests.
I knew there was nothing.
Demonstration. This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement. The pro-human organization had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the league.
You gonna stay out there, asshole?
Perhaps they feared what might happen once the hostage situation at Sarah was resolved. Several violent skirmishes did break out, but no serious injuries.
Son of a bitch! We need help here! Ain't got nothing yet!
Humanity Front. Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks.
Access granted.
Take a look.
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really? Okay, I give you the egghead discount. Okay, that's it.
How may I be of service? See you soon.
What's the deal, baby? Need something?
Yeah, hang on just a sec. Shit. Jensen?
Haas, surprised to see you here.
Yeah, well, I guess you're better at looking out for yourself than I am.
I don't have time for your self-pity. I need to get into the morgue.
That's it? Oh, forget it. I don't know what's going on with that body down there, but my orders come from the brass. No one gets in. First thing you say to me after almost 2 years is you want something?
Should I have given you an order? You've always been very good at following those.
God damn. Where do you get off being so self-righteous? You think I like this? Look at me. From SWAT team commander to a crummy desk sergeant in the 2-bit precinct. I don't need this from you. I get enough of it at home. So either come up with something better than your usual attitude, or you can just forget it, because you came to me.
Okay, look, you're angry, and you've got a right to be. I'm putting you in a bad position, but I have to get inside that morgue. I won't let it get back to you.
I'm always in a bad position. I don't see how I can possibly do this. There's so much heat right now, I'm telling you. The moment I open that door, I'm finished. I just got my life back together. This job is all I have. Don't make me do this.
And you're right, it's not my risk to take. So I'm not going to force you to do anything, and I won't hold it against you. And what happened 2 years ago, I know it's killing you. We should talk about it sometime.
You would do that? It all comes back to the kid, doesn't it? We were given a direct order, Jensen. So I took the shot. I followed orders. He was augmented, an unknown factor. He was too much of a risk.
He was 15, Haas. In what world can you justify putting a bullet between the eyes of a 15-year-old boy?
What happened wasn't my fault. You were in command, but when they told you to take the shot, you refused. So they told me. You and I, we were trained to follow orders, Jensen. I couldn't say no. I wasn't strong enough. Adam, please. I need to hear you say it wasn't my fault.
Wayne, it was a bad situation. You didn't do anything wrong.
Adam, Thanks. The door's unlocked. I'll tell the guys to let you through. Now, I need to be alone for a while.
Jensen, right?
What's up?
Patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Lynn Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity First movement. The pro-human organization had received permission to gather.
You're Jensen, right? One of my buddies told me you were SWAT.
Shut down the legal rally prematurely. Perhaps they feared what might happen once the hostage situation at Seraph Industries.
Access granted. Access granted.
Most of us already know, but I want to share it with you. They're doing drills. FEMA is doing drills with our children and not even telling us. They're taking our kids to these secret camps that have been springing up everywhere across the country and not even telling the parents. What are these drills for?
We're gonna stay here until I get some answers, kid. We're talking about some serious fucking crimes.
Crimes? What are you talking about, man? My brother's missing and you want to charge him? Typical.
All right, let's try this again. From the top. When was the last time you saw Lucky, and who was he with?
I told you. It was like a week ago. We was hanging with some old friends.
Old friends. Right. Listen, know you both used to run wars. Relocated.
There's more of this to come, followers, so stay logged in.
Access granted.
I'm trying to remind people that the only way they can get in touch with me is by online interactive streaming. We'll stream you through and answer your questions as best we can, but don't get your panties in a bunch of it.
I recognize you. Seraph Industries Security.
Which one are you? Good cop or bad cop?
You're making more of a difference working there than we are here. Is there something I can help you with, sir?
Access granted.
They're saying, here you go, children. This is what happens when you speak up against corruption, Teddy. This is what you get for demanding the truth, Georgie. This
Access granted.
It's this movie from the 1980s about this cop. He gets all shut up and gets rebuilt as a cyborg.
Is that with Van Damme?
Look at this guy. I think we were just talking about you, pal.
Is that with Van Damme?
No, that's something else. I'm surprised you never heard of it. Takes place in the future Detroit. I guess I'm just not interested.
This time, patient. A new limb clinic found the Humanity Front movement. The pro-human organization.
So you're saying your neighbor knows something about those disappearances?
Speculation surrounding that hostage situation.
Access granted. Access granted.
Patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement.
Yeah? What do you want?
Information.
Then go bother the receptionist, Chrome Boy, instead of wasting my goddamn time.
Not that kind of information. I want to know about the Seraph Industries case.
Ha ha! And I want a blowjob in a vintage 05 bar GT, so I guess we both keep on dreaming. Huh, metalhead?
I know you handled the critical evidence linked to the case, and I want to know about it.
First off, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And second, even if I did, what makes you think I give a shit about what you want? Now, I strongly suggest you take your high-tech, toaster-looking ass out of my way before I handle you.
Strong words. You're a real poet. Tell me, is that how you plan to handle the judge when they prosecute you for perjury, possession, and intent to distribute?
What the hell are you babbling about, Chrome Boy?
Funny story. There's this guy, Blaine Lopez, deals dope near City Airport. A real scumbag. You know him? Because I have a nice little chat record between him and you. So you want to go to jail? Or you want to tell me what I want to know?
How the hell do you... Shit, man. Now listen, I just did what was asked of me. I didn't have a choice.
Talk.
Okay, look. I just came in one morning and there was an email with my new assignment in it. Official business. But there were also specific instructions. I had to check out the lab for footage from an Intellicam. They told me to take it and leave it near a garbage can somewhere near the lake.
What was on it?
Well, it's not crystal clear, but mainly it shows the boys who attacked Seraph as they were breaching the labs. And it looked like they were bringing something in with them. Impossible to tell what.
Who asked you to do this?
You think I know? Orders are orders around here. They always come from above. And nobody asks questions. You just do what they say, and you hope you don't end up like Secretary Haas over there.
Did you see it on the news? Eliza mentioned.
Police decided to shut down the legal rally prematurely and close.
Campbell's doing an autopsy on that John Doe they brought in earlier. Morgue's off limits until he's through.
Again? The perp was trespassing. Who cares if Sarah's rent a cop killed him?
Murder's not the issue. The way I hear it, our JD is a cop.
No way.
According to the first responders.
Shit. How much you want to bet that story's about to change?
Sorry, baby. Can't do it through the bars.
Access granted. Access granted.
Are you supposed to be here, sir? I thought the station had been locked down.
About time. You the home sec guy I was ordered to wait for? Tell Manderley I didn't get the memo until I was halfway through the autopsy. By then, it was too late to close him up again.
Right. So you recovered the neural hub?
Tricky bit of work that was. A few inches lower and the bullet would have fried more than just the pedal connectors. As it is, I can't guarantee you'll get anything useful out of it, other than the fact that it's been modified.
Modified? With what?
Some kind of wet drive. But hey, I didn't look. Ultraviolet means ultraviolet. And I know how touchy you guys get when it comes to matters of national security. He's all yours. The hub's been detached, but I left it in the skull as ordered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got paperwork to fix.
Boss, I got the neural hub. Looks like it's been modified with some kind of wet drive. Pritchard should have a look at it.
No, don't bring it here. Frank's not finished running his diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Especially if the tech is military. So what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
What do you want now? Looking the other way for you guys is one thing, but I'm not going to help you carry him out of here. You're supposed to have a partner for that. Where the hell is she?
Keep out of this, Hanser. Get lost. You ain't making it easy.
Get your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on. If we detect even the slightest suspicious fluctuation in signal, we have to shut down. The World Order and their team of Pittsburgh hackers could be
Last night for a walk.
Have you found anything? Please, I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
I've investigated all of Detective Chase's leads. You were right. Something was off with Megan's case.
So, what did you find?
There were only 3 people who got out of the labs alive. Me and 2 others. One died in the hospital a few days later. The second one, a lab tech, was ready to give a detailed description of what he saw. Funny thing is, by the time the investigators got to him, he couldn't remember a thing.
You sound like you don't believe that.
I don't. Not from the reports I've read. I think someone got to him first. An officer assigned to the case was asked to get rid of a major piece of evidence. Footage from one of our intellicams showed fuzzy images of the attackers bringing something inside the labs.
What? What were they bringing in?
I don't know. But for someone higher up to want that evidence gone, it must have been important. Someone in the government, a man named Manderley, ordered that a specially appointed medical examiner perform the autopsy. He bypassed the local ME. Simply put, that's not a good sign.
It sure doesn't sound good.
I got my hand on a test report that confirms what was bothering Chase. The attackers used excessive measures to make bodies and equipment unidentifiable.
Oh my God, Megan. What do you make of this, Adam?
I don't know exactly. I guess the idea was to leave no traces, no DNA evidence that would link back to them. But it just seems a bit too convenient.
So what you're telling me is we couldn't find anything conclusive?
No, I'm sorry. But one thing's for sure. Somebody's been hard at work covering up and destroying evidence related to this case. Somebody with power, who wanted to erase anything that might have made the investigation linger. I'm sorry, Cassandra. I wish I had more tangible answers to give you. But I did stumble on something I think you should have. I found Megan's bracelet. I'm sure she'd want you to have it.
Oh, Adam, that's very kind of you. Her grandmother gave it to her. She loved that bracelet very much. Thank you for all you did. And, do you know exactly how Megan died?
I read the reports. She didn't suffer, Cassandra. I can promise you that.
Thank you, Adam. It's not much, but it still brings me some comfort. I miss her so much.
Don't worry, Cassandra. This is not over. I don't know how or when, but I will get to the bottom of this.
I knew I was right to trust you, Adam. But please, be careful. It's strange. I thought knowing what really happened would make me feel better. But nothing will ever justify this. My daughter is gone, and I'll never get her back. I wish I could be sure she gets justice.
Trust me, she will.
No offense, but if it were up to me...
Where are you, Jensen? I haven't gone all night.
Hello, Pritchard. I'm almost in my apartment now.
Well, when you do get in there, connect the neural hub to your computer. I've created a secure tunnel, and I'll take over remotely.
You can access my personal computer.
Who do you think configured your security protocols?
Mr. Jensen, I fixed up your apartment real nice. That special request you asked for works like a charm.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. Access granted.
Pritchard, the hub's connected.
I know. Now be quiet and let me concentrate.
I need his name, Pritchard, not his entire genetic history.
That's not his DNA. It's the data he was trying to steal from us before he... My God, Jensen. Your suicide hacker didn't kill himself.
You obviously didn't see his brain splattered all over the floor.
No, you don't understand. The wet drive modification in this chip, it allows someone to hack through you. It turns you quite literally into a human proxy.
So he wasn't working alone. Someone off-site was doing the actual hacking.
Exactly. And whoever it was tried to hide his location by using multiple satellites. But I may have just traced him to here, an abandoned factory complex in Highland Park.
Get me the address, Pritchard. Because if we're lucky, whoever pulled our terrorist strings might still be there.
Adam, it's David.
Let me guess. You're sending me to Highland Park.
Not just yet. Frank's figured out why the network's been compromised. There's a persistent transmission coming from Derelict Row.
Street gang territory?
Well, our dead friend was posing as an Antioch. Who better to hide with than the D-Row ballers?
Right. I'm on my way.
Thank you, Adam.
People see conspiracies everywhere.
The biomod
They're saying that
industry's
Lim's
gonna tear this
personal
city
catalogs
apart. Mark
mean
my
some people
word.
get preferential treatment. Please.